You're listening to The Burning Truth.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Burning Truth. I am Nathan Goff. I am accompanied by the big kid, Matthew Burns.
The big kid?
Yeah, he's got a new toy, and he's basically orgasmed all over the studio floor.
I have not.
You have.
Prove it.
Practically jizzed everywhere.
Prove it.
I'm pretty sure if I stood up, the mic could hear me, like, treading in puddles.
No, it wouldn't. Stop squeaking your chair.
But no. So, it's been an interesting week. Obviously, apart from you getting yourself some new toys, we're at Venom tomorrow.
That we are.
Where there's 3 belts on the line. We've got the Subjective Championship. We have the King of the Kingdom Championship, and we also have Venom's Championship on the line.
Yeah, the Venom Heavyweight Championship.
So that's an interesting day for British wrestling tomorrow. That's just outside of Birmingham.
Yep, which will be credited as Championship Sunday.
Yes. Also this week we have had someone who isn't capable of turning the fucking phone off.
Whoa, calm down.
You know, moans at me. If my phone gets within 2 centimetres of the desk, it's move your phone.
That was on the old stuff.
Yeah, I noticed how things are different now. You buy yourself a toy that picks up everything, and
that's the reason why I've turned it off. There you go. Are you happy now?
You know, you just not abiding by the rules.
I always abide by the rules.
Well, you make your rules, and we will break them.
You wish. Carry on.
So that's what's been there this week. Also, interesting now that Backlash was last week. I know we didn't throw any predictions out there.
Backlash?
Not Payback even.
Payback.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
18.
Wait. You basically just pulled exactly what they did on Talking Smack. It's Backlash. No, it's Payback. It's Payback. No, it's Backlash.
Oh, it's 18 pay-per-views a year. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
And speaking of pay-per-view names, oh good lord.
What is the pay-per-view that Brock Lesnar is defending his championship at? Would you care to give us the honour?
Do you want the full title, or what we're assuming is the full title? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! Good lord!
Coming to Great Balls of Fire, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
And this is PG, folks!
Somewhere, just somewhere, there is gimmick infringement happening on song titles.
No kidding. And the first thing, what are they going to have? A Great Balls of Fire match?
No.
A Balls of Horror?
Danny Devine might be there with his
he's probably the only guy who can probably get a gimmick to go with it.
Vince McMahon has the grapefruits.
What's next? Jackhammer of the Century?
He is the generic jackhammer.
That's what I was expecting.
You know, he's got the grapefruits that no one else has. The cojones.
Cock of the walk.
Crowbar strapped between his legs.
Hooah! Good lord.
In creative, what makes them come up with their names? Like, what's wrong within your house?
That makes it weird. The pay-per-view event that Great Balls of Fire has taken over. Do you know what the original name was?
Great American Bash?
Nope. Bad Blood. Which was originally a In Your House pay-per-view.
Yeah. You know, In Your House used to have some really good pay-per-view names, like Ground Zero.
Mm. They did. They did have capital adjustments.
They had Capital Carnage, which was just an English pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It wasn't an In Your House pay-per-view. Because that's the one where Jacqueline got de-topped.
Ah. No idea why I remember that pay-per-view.
And it was all let loose. What else happened at Capital Carnage? The main event was Triple H.
Was that the six-pack challenge?
Full. Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Steve Austin, or sub Triple H out and put The Rock in there. It was
one of them.
Yeah. You also had the Buried Alive match.
Buried Alive.
That was at Ground Zero or whatever it was called.
Undertaker will never ever hear the end of it when he announced his match against Vince McMahon, if you remember. You can have any match against you. What match will it be? Buried Alive.
He's only ever won one, hasn't which was the tag team match.
Yeah.
Him and Big Show versus Mankind and The Rock. On SmackDown.
Because Mick Foley's the only person crazy enough to be buried.
Apart from The Undertaker.
Yeah. The only other person I said.
Yeah. Because I remember watching the one today where Steve Austin drives a backhoe out from behind the curtain. Well, he gets someone to drive a backhoe out and literally... It's like, just fuck it. Just
bury him.
Drop it all. Just fucking drop it all.
Clear the stage.
And then in the backhoe, he leaves a 4 or 6 pack of beer.
What a waste.
I'm going to open this, going to crack one open. I'm going past Earl one as well. As soon as he passes Earl having the one, Earl rings the bell. It's over now. He's buried enough.
He's buried enough, maybe.
So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ring the bell now. Just when Steve passes me a beer.
Wait. I know what it is. Is it over? Here's your beer. It's over!
There's only like a centimetre of dirt on him though, Will. Fuck it. It doesn't say how much it has to be on him. Do you know how they did the switch with that for Kane?
Go on.
No, I'm just wondering, do you know how they did it?
Which one?
So in '98, because it was done at December '98, wasn't it? Which was, I think, was the last In Your House pay-per-view.
Think so, yeah.
There's a video online that actually shows you the switch.
Yeah.
Like on how they did the switch. I was just wondering if you knew how they did the switch for that match.
No. Spoil the magic. Go on.
Spoil the magic. Yeah. So if you don't want,
it's real to them to me.
So if you don't want to know how this is done, I suggest you
either cover your ears
the next 2 minutes.
Either cover your ears, going la 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 for 2 minutes, or just skip.
Right. So next to the grave, but on the other part of the camera, there is a latch that comes over the top, which gives you a 5 or 10 second window where you can just roll in, and in there is a
nice
small
supply,
room with a limited amount of air supply. I think they had 4 hours of air in there, which was started circulating from the minute the match started until the arena emptied.
That's got to be a bit worrying.
I say limited. I think there was enough in there to keep him going, and it also had water and everything in there for him as well.
Plenty of good cheaties.
But it's only 3 or 4, so he could sit up, but he couldn't stand up in it.
Yeah.
But so that's how they did it, and that's how they got Kane in as well, through this little hatch.
Oh, when Kane did it.
Yeah. So that's how they did the switch. So they got Kane.
What was Foley's?
What?
What was Foley's? That's great. Just cover him.
They didn't bury him deep.
No, they didn't. They just went. The shit's dirty. Done.
Yeah. Whereas with the Undertakers, every time they've done one with the Undertakers, there's been a cabin.
A full burial.
Yeah, there's been a cabin, and he always slides into the cabin, but there's a limited time because they need to get the hatch across. If they fucked it up, he generally would have been
killed.
Yeah. Because of the pressure of the actual dirt. So yeah, back onto.
I wonder if he had any music to listen to in there.
Oh, there was all sorts. I'm not 100% certain about the air supply. Some people quoted it at 4 hours, some people, but it was like a limited
cycle.
Yeah.
Aye.
But no, I always find that sort of stuff interesting. It's like with the double casket. Because if you watch some of the 98 stuff, it's really clever how they did some of the stuff with the double caskets.
Yeah.
Because they had Steve Austin come out of a casket, and then a minute later, Kane comes out the same casket.
How did they do that? Of course, we know.
Double layered.
Double layered. It's an old magic trick.
Yeah.
Or, well, magic / camera trick, as they might say.
Yeah. But it's stuff like that actually really interests me. The one that they've never revealed that was always interesting to me was the beginning of 98 when they burnt the casket.
The only way I can think of is they've got to have had an escape hatch somewhere.
No, I understand that, but I've always wondered where would that have been. Because obviously it can't have been on the ring apron side, because you would have heard the flap go up.
No, I think it's when if you notice, they took a long time on stage. I think they probably, where they placed it was right over a door.
Yeah.
That'd be the only way I can think of. So, so for everybody out there, we would like to apologise for spoiling the magic.
I think it goes as part of the show, because like that bit has always been interesting to me, on how they pull some of the special
stuff.
Yeah, which will lead me into my next part, the House of Horrors match.
Oh, good lord!
What did you think of the House of Horrors match?
Hilariously amazing.
I had one problem with it.
No. I think it was so terrible. It was great.
My one problem with it, and it's in just one problem. I'm lying there. I have many.
It's a whole bag of problems.
Yes. Right. So,
problem one.
The match is in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So you have to beat your opponent senseless enough to leave the house, but the match can only be ended in the arena. So the house is so far away from the arena that don't matter how senseless you beat him, as long as you don't kill him, he's still got a chance to actually get to the second half of the match.
Actually, not really, because technically, if you notice, my call actually said he'd have to forfeit the match. You can either end the match by pinfall, submission, or forfeit.
Yes.
If you don't turn up to the ring.
But it was always going to turn up to the ring.
I actually just wondered how he got there.
Secondly, wasn't that match supposed to be for the World Heavyweight Championship?
Originally, yes.
When did that get cancelled?
Around about the same time when they realised how much of a mistake they made.
But yeah, so my part of the faults with that match is, why not have the pinfall take place in the House of Horrors? Or why not have it the first one to leave the house as the winner?
Because that'd be stupid, because all Orton would have to do is step inside. I'm here! Step out. I'm done!
Right, okay. So imagine you go to Home Alone 2.
Right.
We all know Kevin's at the top.
Speaking, cheers for that. You just reminded me of another thing that annoyed me. Didn't they have a light on in the attic? Being all spooky. Right? Why didn't they go in the attic?
God knows.
It's a House of Horrors, so they reconfigured everything. Ooh, I'll put some sticks here, some dolls here. And what can we technically consider the scariest part of the house? The attic! And they don't go there. What was it too spooky for the cameras?
Sister Abigail was probably up there.
Woo-hoo.
So we all know where Kevin is in Home Alone. He's at the top, and you've got Marv and
Harry
fighting their way to the top.
Not against each other.
No, but to get there through all the obstacles. So why not tell or have a meeting point where the match starts?
Basement
and then after, so in the boiler room, you have a boiler room brawl. You have to walk into the boiler room, meet your opponent, match starts. Why couldn't the House of Horrors have started like that? Right, your meeting point in the attic. First one to fuck off out the front door wins.
Because you full on know if someone actually tried that at home, they'd just dive out the window.
Could you imagine that? Randy Orton gets that pissed off with Bray Wyatt, he chucks him out the window and loses the match. You're about to meet Sister Abigail, Bray. Oh shit, I've just lost the title. On a positive note, it can't walk, so there's a good chance I might get it back.
I might get it back on SmackDown.
Or, could you imagine? Right, you start at the top. Why can't I move? Bray, if you put Tara on the floor, this is not Home Alone 1, 2 or 3. What do you mean? The bookcase is electrified.
And if I've not seen fake cans, I'm calling copyright.
That would be
oh,
amazing.
No. Actually, you'd probably take it to the papers.
That would have been amazing.
No, you didn't get that. You didn't get that reference, did you? Did you not get that reference? Did you ever see 12 Rounds 2?
No.
With Randy Orton, with that cheesy line, "Don't worry, if he does anything, I'll go to the papers." What? Look it up. Really?
So, no, but how amazing would that have been? Like, a couple of paint cans and Bray Wyatt swinging them down.
To be honest with you, I think you said it best. Wrestle Talk TV about it. It was literally Randy putting on his best acting. Entering a room. Grunts. What the? A fight breaks out. White goes missing. Randy starts looking confused. Continues walking. Gets to a room. What the? A fight breaks out. It was almost like he was in a Pokemon battle. You know what I'm on about? Going into a gym where you take 2 steps in it. Yeah. Where he takes 2 steps and I'm ready to challenge you for a battle.
No, but the match was that shit. It was good.
Oh, it's amazingly. And then, I thought it was even more funny. You get to the kitchen. Everything looks amazing. It looks trashed. You got a perfectly good kettle on the side. Did you see that?
What was even more funny is this kettle was still plugged in and switched on, and it fell in the water as Orton's trying to waterboard Bray Wyatt. I'm like, Adam's family? Uncle Fester?
The Adams family.
But, like, there were so many ways that match could have just been made better just by not trying to overcomplicate the actual match itself. Because having it come back to the arena, it felt a little bit like WrestleMania 10, where they were doing the Goldust Rowdy Piper. Where it starts in a parking lot, it goes through Las Vegas, comes back
and they actually borrowed some footage off a certain Chase.
Yeah. After O.J. Simpson.
Anyway, back to it. I thought it was so astronomically unbelievable. Bray Wyatt dropped a fridge on somebody. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that considered attempted murder?
A lot of things in that were attempted murder on both parts.
Yeah.
Like waterboarding supposedly illegal. And yet WWE's done it twice in the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's twice.
You can tell Donald Trump's into power in America.
Oh God, you just reminded me of something. Good Lord, cheers for that. Cheers for that. You just reminded me of something I need to bring up a bit later. Oh God. But anyway, what is so... I found so hilariously bad, he gets a fridge dropped on him, and then, oh my god, the cameras are still on, Orton's still down, but he still magically appeared when the lights come back on in the arena when Bray Wyatt turns off. Either two things happen there. Either A, he hitched a ride on the back of that limo somehow,
or B, he was driving that limo,
or B, he decided to call up Undertaker for Undertaker's arrival services.
There was just so much. As I say, the match was overbooked.
It was just out there. And the worst thing about it is, I thought it was so weird, how they had the house all blue.
And then red ones, right? Why it was outside.
And when he gets outside, he does his pose. Boom, turns red. So, for that to happen, you had to have some schmuck outside going, is he posing? Is he posing? Is he posing? Yeah, he's posing. The foot, that switch.
Yeah.
Good God.
What did you think of the rest of the pay-per-view?
Had some nice surprises.
Why did Jericho beat Owens then to have that little thing on SmackDown?
It was to get Jericho on SmackDown.
But he's practically done one match and gone now.
Yeah. They just want to do it for shock factor, I think. I think that was it.
What would have been shock factor is for him win the belt and then retire.
He isn't retiring. Not yet. Jericho ain't done.
As we all know, retiring doesn't mean you're actually retired unless your name's Shawn Michaels.
You have a point there. You have a point. Touche.
Alexa Bliss as women's champion.
Yes and no. No, because I thought to myself, so WWE are going on board with her being the first SmackDown and Raw champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was rumours that people weren't too high on it. Well, straight away, that's just taken that out. You know, that little rumour out straight away.
Oh, yeah.
But I understand why they've taken the belt off Bayley. Bayley's always better as a...
underdog chaser.
Yeah. Because the longer she's the champion, the less...
sympathetic the fans will be.
Can be towards her. She's less of an underdog.
Whereas now it's building up for an Alexa Sasha program.
Yeah. Which I think eventually... I think Bayley will win it back again. To then eventually have Bayley versus Sasha at SummerSlam.
Mania.
You think Mania? No worries.
I think Alexa Bliss versus Sasha is SummerSlam.
Right. Not too easy.
No. So, let's move on to what else happened on Payback. Roman Reigns
getting beat up.
Did you see the aftermath?
Yes. I'm not done with you!
That is a meme among memes.
Where the hell did it... What makes it so weird is, every time he goes away, he goes, I'm not done with you! Comes flying in to whack himself on the door.
That looked like it legitimately hurt.
That's it!
Because it wasn't like Baywatch running. That was...
I'll be there!
That was like a locomotive going through a truck.
With no brakes.
I'm generally surprised that the door didn't come off.
I thought it did.
What?
I thought it did.
No, it stayed on the hinges.
How?
From what I saw on Raw,
It looked like it didn't stay on.
because he hit it and it just went back.
Right. And then he got the door slammed on him.
Yeah, and then...
That was a bit brutal. I thought. So they're really going for it.
The Braun win felt a little bit dirty to me because they're just going to sell it on Reigns' injuries.
Yeah. However, I think they're going to do a rematch.
An ambulance match?
Yep. Ambulance match will be coming soon.
What's next? Raw pay-per-view? Great Balls of Fire?
Nope. Something else. There is something else before Great Balls of Fire.
Night of Champions?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look it up. Potentially, which we can't do at the moment.
No, so that's fine. So, what else happened on Raw? You've got Cesaro and Sheamus turning on the Hardys. A full-fledged heel turn now.
And not just 50-50 as Cesaro, cheer for him, Sheamus, boo.
No, it's a full-fledged heel turn. I liked it.
I liked it. I like how his explanation for it. It felt right how he was saying, well done coming back. It's nothing but a nostalgia act, and it sort of highlights some points that some people might actually agree with him on. That at times when
the problem with with that promo is everyone knows the Hardys aren't part timers.
They're not, but it can come across as that way with so many stars going away and coming back.
Oh no, I understand that, but everyone who's followed it, who is there, because most of the fans now are clued up.
Yes,
they know the Hardys have been wrestling at Ring of Honor, Japan, TNA, Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Tijuana, the Expedition of Gold.
Good Lord. Beating the Bucks of Youth.
The Youthful Bucks.
That sounds so wrong.
But no, so everyone knows what the Hardys have been doing. So that's where the argument sort of falls flat.
It does a little bit. But here's the thing. It works with them because, okay, they can say, oh, it falls flat, but then again, it's like, no, hang on. They really think they are a nostalgia act. But with them two, they actually make it believable. And because it's not like they're saying, we want you to believe it's a nostalgia act. It's that they believe it's a nostalgia act, which I think is more clever.
Yeah, I personally want to see that broken gimmick debuted.
It's coming soon. It's possibly coming soon, but we'll see. However, you can see the makers.
Well, we're on the Hardys. Do you know who the Hardys tried to bring with them to WWE?
Jeremy Borash.
Yes.
Yes. Especially seeing how he was so helpful. Creating it as well.
I feel a bit sorry for JB because he probably would have got treated better in WWE.
Possibly, but at the moment they've actually got him doing airtime on.
It depends what his wages are in TNA. Like, if he isn't making what he needs to be making, WWE would have been an attractive alternative.
Should have been an attractive alternative. If he was stupid enough to not go there when the iron's hot, then silly him. But anyway, what do you think? What do you think of current events on Raw?
I think Raw's shaping up to be a little bit better. There's still things that
they're a bit annoying and whatnot. I do like the fact that you had, Bliss with the new championship, sort of lining up all of the challenges, and you can see that each time she was turning to each person, she was playing off the crowd, which is quite clever.
Yeah, she's good at what she does. She isn't the best heel in the business yet, but she's an effective heel.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing,
and she'll benefit from the exposure of Raw.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of SmackDown?
So, I'm going to talk about the women's division first.
Right.
So, the Becky Lynch beat down at the end of SmackDown because she wouldn't side with the heels.
Oh, the Welcome Committee.
Yeah. That was a bit stupid.
That is stupid. Because that was meant to be a moment for Becky Lynch, to save the day.
Yeah.
And it was like, let her save the day. Oh, she's not good enough. It felt like that, if you got what I mean.
Well, they could have had the beatdown the following week.
Yeah. However, I did find it absolutely hilarious that she threw James Ellsworth.
Yeah. James Ellsworth is...
Go on.
Can you name the actual number one contender for the SmackDown World Heavyweight title.
The actual number one contender?
Yes, someone who actually should get a title shot before...
No.
No? Think hard.
He had a title match against AJ. Really? James Ellsworth?
He's still got a title shot left.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Explain.
So, when he won his matches...
Yeah.
He got his title shot that they'd never give him.
Which is
why he was with Carmella.
He gave him the belt. They gave him the match. They did give it him.
Because that's how they were playing it off with the Carmella.
Originally at first, but he had the match against AJ. AJ kicked the living hell out of him.
I lost track of how many times that they faced off because Dean Ambrose just kept on getting involved.
DDT. That's what's reminded me. One thing I can also say with, and I've got to go back to Payback, the women's match for the women's championship. How nice was it to see a match end with a DDT? Why? What does DDT stand for?
The end.
Nothing else.
No, so... What else have we got? We've got a failing tag team division on SmackDown.
Oh, God. That is bad. Is it Breezango?
Face Breezango. Take that in a minute. A face Breezango.
I can't take that out. It doesn't fit. Especially when they wanted to become the one contender. Oh, look at me with my strat. This is my winning strat. It just looked like you're trying to mock Vince McMahon.
Yeah. What else have we got? There's loads of little matches on there. Obviously, you got the Kevin Owens Jericho rematch.
Yeah, which I will say ended up being brutal at the end.
I'm looking forward to see what they do with Corbin. Because what they do with Corbin over the next couple of weeks is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is, because Corbin has managed to be stepping up his game.
Yeah. It's nice because he's an out-and-out heel, and people hate him as an out-and-out heel, which is a novelty act these days.
It's a rarity. And it is a massive rarity to have an out-and-out
There's only
heel.
really The Miz who's hated as an out-and-out heel as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So, people should watch Corbin and The Miz.
Yeah. People should pay attention to them. See where they're going. See what they're going to be doing. The question I've got, though, is with Randy Orton at the moment. Are they actually going to drop the belt onto Jinder?
I'd like to see him drop the belt onto Jinder.
I would. I think he does deserve it.
I wouldn't say he deserves it.
No, I think he's... No, it's not deserved. I think it'd be an interesting choice. However, there is one more other person who I think will be interesting. And the question is will it depend... Because supposedly someone's issued a threat that he wouldn't wrestle down until he gets a title match.
Rusev.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Sami Zayn as well.
Yeah.
Rusev as world champion. First Bulgarian world champion.
Be interesting.
That could be interesting.
But the question is who does he face for it?
Orton.
You think he should take Orton?
Yeah, he won't face Jinder.
No?
No.
Fair enough. It'd be a bit weird if they did that.
Does it debut before Lana or after Lana?
Lana debuts first.
Yeah.
Lana comes first.
I know she's wrestling at NXT at the moment.
They actually, not actually on the main shows. It's more of a, like the dark matches.
Live events.
Live events, just to see how it's working.
Supposedly she's improving.
So, looking forward to seeing how that works.
Right, so let's come back across the pond.
Back
I know you've got some interesting news from WCPW.
What?
You know, Kirby.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, a champion has been dethroned. There is a new WCPW heavyweight champion. He is the former GM of WCPW. He is the man who wears pink. He is the man who is called Martin Kirby. The biggest shocker of it was the fact that he actually used the Zoidberg elbow drop.
Yeah.
He actually hit it. The one time he actually hits it, he wins his championship.
Which is impressive, a little bit stupid at the same time.
Yeah. But I can see why he's got it. It's a bit of... It's... A lot of people could say, oh, that's a stupid finisher, really.
Hasn't it been in the hands of like heels for that long as well?
No. Nope.
Or was Galloway a face when he had it?
Galloway's a face. Galloway's a face. If I'm not mistaken, it's been mostly face. But anyway, moving on.
Yes.
Do you agree? As we already know, Grado turning heel in ICW. They look like the proper healing it up with him and everything.
So, tomorrow, we're at Venom.
We'll get to that first. The only thing I wanted to announce is we actually did a review, didn't we?
Yes.
Recently of the Academy show. If anybody's interested in seeing that review, just check out on our Facebook page. You'll actually see a link to it straight away.
No, all credit goes to Matt Burns on this one. This was one he wrote solo. He's done a very good job on writing it.
I'd say it was still a joint effort. It's still a joint effort.
No, it was all you. No. This one was. So I sent you over a couple of ideas, but you went with what you felt with, and it's a good article. So I do recommend people give it a read. So all the credit for this one does go to Matt as he's gone out there on it. he went to town on it as such. He's gone to give you wrestling's version of War and Peace, with chapter 2 coming tomorrow.
Round 2. And what's the third one going to be called? Fatality. Finish him!
The Art of War. So before I was rudely interrupted, tomorrow we're at Venom.
That we are.
Do we know some of the matches for Venom? I know that Drill is an open challenge.
Yes.
Which is for the King of the Kingdom Championship.
But he's not just fighting there.
No, he's elsewhere as well.
He's elsewhere at, if I'm not mistaken, Wrestle Island.
Yeah.
And he's actually defending his championship there as well. So the shocking thing is, what people may not know is, it is a championship night. 3 championships. However, that could seriously change. Potentially.
But no, so do we know who Danny Devine's got?
At this moment in time, we do not know. We do not know.
You're supposed to be the British wrestling hot point. You're supposed to have your finger on the pulse of British wrestling.
I do my damn well best. But when you have bouts of uveitis, which is the eye condition that I have previously brought up,
would you care to tell the folks what uveitis actually is?
It's an eye condition that can lead to blindness. No, it is.
Would you care to tell them what it might also be linked to?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
If people want to research that, they're more than welcome to, but please do not look it up with images. You will be scarred for life.
And do not type blue waffle in afterwards.
Oh, good lord! and especially 2 girls in 1 cup. Oh.
While you're searching for tomorrow's lineup, what do you think of the latest scandal involving Charlotte?
Oh, quite surprising.
So obviously the photos are supposedly a little bit old.
Yep. And very much her.
Oh, it is very much her, but it's very much her before she started training. So from what all the dirt sheets and wrestle forums have said about it, they probably look about 3 or 4 years old, which would be in a time in NXT, because now she's got a more defined figure, whereas on there it looks like it was before she started putting like serious time in the gym.
It's a potential,
but why didn't now?
I know what you're saying. Why now?
Yeah. And if you're in such a position as you are as a diva,
yeah,
don't you try harder to keep these images off your cell phone?
I would agree.
I appreciate it's human nature. You might want to send your partner something to entice them while you're on the road, because you can go weeks without seeing your partner. But surely there's got to be a safer way than storing explicit images on your mobile.
Potentially.
Because we are in an age where people can get hacked within seconds.
I would agree with that. 100%. I do actually agree with that. And it's a scary thought, that is.
Whatever happened to Polaroids? One copy and done.
And for those with the benefit of flash photography.
Could you imagine standing there shaking your Polaroid for the image to come out properly?
Shaking a Polaroid. Oh my god, that sounds like that. That just sounds wrong. That just sounds that in my head just said, "Don't do it, don't do it." Oh, he's gone and done it. Right. As for the show, we actually don't know who the other 2 champions are currently facing tomorrow.
Okay.
At this moment of time, but who knows? Potentially this could be to up the bar on all 3 championships, as long as Drill is able to defend his at Wrestle Island. However, I actually know who he's fighting at Wrestle Island.
Go on.
He's actually fighting a former, he's BWP catchweight champion in DMAC.
Right, okay.
Solid wrestler.
No, that's good news.
And you know why they're against each other?
Why?
Because DMAC actually turned on Drill.
Okay.
Savagely beat on him and everything. So it sort of broke up a friendship. and then while he was away from Wrestle Island, Drill managed to acquire his new championship.
Yeah.
And people were getting openings to be in a chance for the Wrestle Island Championship. And Drill turned around and goes, "Hang on, you can't forget about me." They turned around and stated, "Okay, if you want in on this, you have to put your freshly newly minted King of the Kingdom Championship on the line."
Oh, that's fair play.
So he's decided to do it.
No, so that covers what I wanted to cover with some of the hot points of this week. Obviously, we'll have more coverage for you of the British scene after tomorrow.
Hopefully.
We should have a set number of interviews ready to go tomorrow as well.
We will be recording some set interviews. However, release times and dates of said interviews will be broken up over a period of time.
So what it really means is, folks, they'll be sporadic.
Ooh. Been reading your thesaurus?
No, I'm just a little bit educated.
Wow.
Not all Neanderthal knuckle dragging people like yourself, Matt Burns.
Oh. So you actually understood the words that you just said? Really? Wow. I could hit you with a massive vocabulary if I wanted to, but
I could hit you with the buffet cart, but Drew already did that.
Oh, he attempted, but his hair got in the way. Oh, I mean the lack thereof.
And the cheap Armani suit.
Oh yeah, which the crowd even picked up on.
But no. So moving on, is there anything else you would like to cover?
I was actually at FCW recently, last week, and I have to say, excellent show. You couldn't make it, could you?
No, I was prior engaged.
You were prior engaged, and I actually got to see Lord Graham Thomas against Steve Valentino, who you'll be seeing most likely tomorrow.
Yes.
Fantastic wrestler, fantastic, I will say. Knows exactly his way around the ring, knows how to interact with a good crowd and everything. However, Lord Graham Thomas was not in the mood yesterday.
You mean last Sunday?
Oh yeah, last Sunday. I do apologise. Last Sunday he was not in a pleasant mood. Well, he had his coy smile.
He was not in a gaming mood.
He was at the start, but then all of a sudden he decided that when he couldn't actually win the match, he just decided, screw it, I'll just beat him, and decided to get the ring bell to do it.
Fair play.
And I will say, this was quite a bit of a beating. He managed to jump off the ropes with the ball in hand and land it into the the spine of Steve Valentino.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I'm actually wondering how his back's going to be tomorrow.
No, so that's understandable with his threshold.
Yeah. So he's going to be quite the battler. But if I'm not mistaken, Lord Graham Thomas was actually suspended from FCW because of it.
Surprising times.
It was. You had one half of your favourite tag team there. What?
I and you?
No. Your and I'll do air quotations on this one. Favourite.
Oh, awkward.
One half.
Mark.
I think it was Mark. I can never tell with them hair. But he didn't sing. It's the one time you wanted to be there. He came out, found out they were meant to be fighting for the titles. However, the other brother was attacked viciously. They didn't know who it was until someone came out and clearly stated who done it.
I take it was a certain club.
A certain club, yeah. Especially with your favourite theme song.
I touch myself.
Danny Devine come out and literally stated he had attacked him, and if he wants a title match, he can't have one because he hasn't got a tag team partner. And even if he does get one, which he knows he doesn't have, or supposedly assumed he didn't have, he wouldn't have a title match anyway. He'd have a non-title match. As they're about to jump on him and viciously attack him, he did actually have a hidden partner.
Go on.
Brandon Thomas.
Right.
Comes out to make to the saves, and I will say, poor Drew.
Poor Drew.
Brandon Thomas at one point in the match hit him with a clothesline. I actually thought his head popped off.
No. It's only Drew.
No. He hit Drew so hard, I was concussed.
It's only Drew.
Can you remember when Sid Vicious used to do that choke slam?
Yeah.
How nasty was it?
Vicious.
He hit a clothesline that had the slam reaction of that on Drew.
Poor Drew.
Drew got up and he was like, I thought he was going to fall out the ring. However, the tag team champs did actually lose the match. However, they still kept the championship as it was a non-title.
Yes.
However, that would most likely put Brandon and one half of Clarkwood
in the title picture.
Later on in the evening, you had the judge come out and decree he never lost the title. And then the crowd retorted with two things. One was, why haven't you got the belt then? And the other one was, you're not fit to wear the belt. I'm not saying why, because I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to judge. The Man in Truth doesn't judge.
No.
That's what I'm saying. But he ended up fighting the Bouncer, who was the...
New.
The
new?
No, the current. He's actually been in it for a bit.
Yeah.
He is the FCW Heavyweight Champion, and I have to give him credit. It looked like they were about to have it in the bag. You know, at first, at one point, I thought the judge was going to get it, and then all of a sudden, a bit of a switch. And then Bouncer impressively picked up Judge and looked like he was about to F5 him.
Right.
Which is, however, a certain club interfered again. Because somebody wants another belt.
Danny Devine?
Yes. However, while the Metro distracted the referee, he went to throw the judge his gavel.
Yeah.
One problem. He overthrew. As he overthrew it, who caught it? The bouncer. Clocked him one.
Yeah.
Straight between the eyes. And threw it back as the referee turned.
Fair play.
Threw it back, and you just see Danny Devine holding the hammer as it goes 1, 2. As soon as you hear the 3, you see, oh crap! Just drop the hammer.
Good old 4.
Yeah.
Well, no, so that was your trip to FCW.
I will say, if anybody wants a bit of recommendation, I do recommend them checking them out. There's also some big stuff going out to there soon enough. We might have some interesting news about FCW in regards to some possibility of a training school.
Yes. So I'll let you keep folks updated on that. So exciting times ahead. We'll have 5 interviews for you coming up sporadically. Possibly more.
Possibly about 4 or 5, possibly more. We're not saying we'll have them guaranteed. We're just saying we're aiming to have them, but we will have some interviews coming soon.
Some exciting times ahead, and also some really good interviews coming up with some great people. So for this week, I say for this weekend so far, I think that covers us, because obviously we've got prepared ready for tomorrow and our day at Venom.
We have, and it's gonna be a very interesting day.
And one of us is going through his medical tomorrow to move a step closer, and it isn't me.
What? Somebody has to get checked.
One of us is already medically fit if they want to step in the ring.
You sure about that?
Well, I'm closer to medically cleared than you are at the moment.
Because I had whiplash.
Okay, Nigel.
I'm not Nigel. My middle name's Nigel, but I'm not Nigel. Call me Matt.
But no. So, other than that though, what do we recommend? So, this week I recommend for you to go watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
There it is, folks.
I also recommend you watch Team 4 Star.
As always.
Along with Botchamania.
Have you seen them lately? The latest ones?
Team 4 Star?
No, Botchamania.
I've started to watch them, I'm catching up.
Some gold in there.
Also, please take a look at the UK Wrestle Fan Zone page. Take time to like and subscribe on their YouTube.
Definitely, because they're going to be having some...
Also take time to like and subscribe our YouTube. That speaks for itself. You know, don't do one without doing the other.
Of course, and if necessary, please check out the UKWA, which is the United Kingdom Wrestling Alliance. Do give them a check out as well. And I will recommend some wrestling companies to check out, one of them being the one that we're going to tomorrow. So that will be Venom Wrestling, The Academy, FCW, and...
Wrestle Midlands.
Is there any other companies you like?
MPW for you.
MPW for you, and Pro Wrestling Subjective.
Yes.
Which will be having their first event.
Their maiden voyage.
Even though they've already got the champion already, which is Jesse Jones.
Yes. So, other than that though, folks, keep an eye out for your local wrestling. If there's anything you want us to watch, report, or look at, let us know.
Please do. And if anybody wants to attend to a show and wants to write a review and whatnot, they're more than welcome to send that in to us if they like us to
publish it
for them, to get it out there in the world of wrestling.
But other than that, though, folks, thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time. Stay well, stay safe, and we will hopefully catch you next week. See ya.